I'm a childhood survivor of the World War II Japanese American concentration camps. And my fourth birthday is December 7th, 1941, when the FBI entered my family's home in Seattle, Washington, and took my father away. We never lived together as a family again. Several months later, there was a roundup of all people of Japanese ancestry on the West Coast, and so my mother and I were also placed in concentration camps, separate from my father.
In 2014, the former president of Nigeria signed a law that criminalizes LGBTQ folks and posed 14 years prison terms to anyone who is found to identify as a member of the community. I had to leave the country. I've lost my family, I've lost my community. I've lost everything, so what is there for me to live for in this country? And if I continue to live here, I'm gonna die.
My parents were always very idealistic about America, even after World War II. They were not allowed to become citizens because of Asian exclusion laws way back earlier against the Chinese. And then that referred to all Asians. You know, in many white people's eyes, we all looked the same.
When I got here in the United States, I spent 3 horrible months in Atlanta City Detention Center. I saw the injustice that happened, which still and continue to happen, especially with Black migrant folks.
My father lived in the United States, like many of these Issei men, for many years, born American citizen children, and then was caught in the trap of when World War II began of being declared enemy aliens, because the government at that time just did not believe that a Japanese person living in America could be loyal to the United States.
The experiences and the treatment in detention, it's so bad, it's so horrible. That 3 months, I was always constantly sick, and when I would request for medication, none would be given to me. And when I tried to speak out, I was put in solitary confinement for 2 days. I remember when a time I was sick, at the point of almost dying, I was rushed to hospital. I was chained. My legs were chained. My 2 hands were chained. They chained my legs and my waist together and took me to the hospital. While I was in the hospital bed, I was chained on the bed. They shackled my hand on the bed. They shackled my other leg on the bed. I couldn't even move around. To pee, I was given a bowl to pee inside while laying on the bed. And I had 3 officers watching the door.
My father came to the United States as a young man to attend university. And I think both my parents, who were born in Japan, bought the American dream. And as I said, he was taken from our home on my 4th birthday and interrogated at an Army camp in Montana, and then transferred to Lordsburg in southern New Mexico.
All the Africans that I met there, I would say I was the only one that came out of that detention. They were all deported back to their countries. Where is the promise? Where is the promise that America made? Where is the promise of Lady Liberty, which is to grant freedom and protection to anybody who comes to this country? Where is the right to seek asylum? Where is the right to seek refuge?
I think the work we do where we feel that we're making some kind of significance in the world is the legacy we leave behind.